So this is kind of part two of the video that I just made. And I mean, I realized I wasn't looking into the camera right here because it's a bit awkward on my phone to do so. So apologies for that. Um, I'm just staring at the screen literally. But what I wanted to say is regarding judgment and how we treat people. It's really upsetting to me. Like, I can feel tears behind my eyes when I think about this because we are all human beings. You know, we were born in the same way pretty much. We are connected. We live in the same environment, the same world, the same planet, the same universe, you know, the same 3D dimension. We're all linked in some kind of way, whether you realize it or you don't. And it really upsets me, honestly. Like, I can't even express how much in words it upsets me when someone is just so nasty and negative and hurtful to someone and there's no real need. Like I said in the previous video, if you're upset with someone, it's fine, it's understandable. If you're angry, if you're any of those emotions, if you're pissed off, those are all natural emotions. You know, those are human emotions. You're going to experience those. So it's not about shutting those emotions off. It's just about how you express them to someone at the time. And you have to be kind of cautious as well about people's feelings because you never know what someone is going through, whether they had a rough day, whether they just broke up with their partner of 5 years, who knows, whether they just lost someone important to them, whether they just lost their job, whether they did this, da 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 da. I'm not saying to think of it that deeply, okay? Anything could have happened, big or small, that could really be on that person's mind. And just imagine if you're nasty to them, you just add in another layer of negativity that they don't really need. It's like life throws things at us already. So why, as human beings, are we throwing more and more things at each other when it's just not needed? I just think there should be a way to express ourselves on a whole, you know, generation to generation, express ourselves in a way that isn't going to impact on someone so negatively and you know, upset them, cause them to not cause, because I'm also a believer that we you know, we choose how we feel, but we can be triggered. That's the word I want to use. Triggered, or you know, people contributing to how we're already feeling, but not cause. Okay. Yeah, I think, as I was saying, I think we should express ourselves in a way that isn't going to trigger someone or isn't going to, you know, contribute to whatever they may be feeling, you know. And it's very simple. I don't know how else I can actually say it because it's just, to me, it's extremely simple. It's like written out clear as day, you know. Don't be nasty, don't be rude, don't be this and that to someone, don't be a bully. Like I mentioned, that in this situation I'm being bullied, okay? There's bullying, there's antisocial behavior, there's a manner of things going on. There's a lot of toxicity, there's a toxic personality. And this lady, I realized a few months ago, she doesn't actually realize that what she is doing or how she's saying things is considered as bullying, intimidating, antisocial behavior, or any of those things. And so, on one hand, you know, I'm saying people should treat each other in a way where it isn't going to trigger or contribute to negative feelings, you know, don't hurt anyone like that. But on another hand, it's like there are people that don't actually understand the full extent of their actions or their words or how, you know, it impacts someone. So there's also that issue there. And I think that one can be combated by either one, your parents raising you in a way where you're going to see something and know exactly what it is. You're going to know that is bullying. That right there is antisocial behavior. That, even though it may seem a bit subtle, that is bullying. And I think that would help, you know. It starts from childhood. Because if someone is raised in a certain way, they're going to grow up as an adult and think hey, it's okay to call someone a bitch, a cunt, a motherfucker, a this or that. It's okay to bang on their door at 7 a.m. in the morning. It's okay to smoke weed and blow it into the whole house when it's illegal in the UK. None of those things are okay. And obviously, the people that I'm dealing with, they think all of that is okay. They cannot see it. I cannot make them see it either. Like, I was thinking to myself, what is it that I can do? Like, I wish they could see. I wish they could see and feel and understand how I see and feel it. Because personally, I know it can be a bit hypocritical because I'm me, you know. I can't, like, I'm not another person. So it's all kind of based on my perspective, if you will. But I feel like I'm the sort of person where I can step outside of myself and look at the situation from another person's perspective. And I can clearly see it from their perspective, okay? But when I'm in that perspective and I'm kind of viewing it from that point of view, I can also see how skewed it is. And it's, oh my goodness, it's just a lot. It's a lot of shit. It's a shit storm right there, everything that is going on right now. But yeah, that is essentially all I really wanted to say. Oh wait, there's one more thing. So I was saying how to combat, you know, people that just don't understand or realize their behavior and what it's doing to someone. So like I said, number one, childhood, you know, it's about parenting, how your parents teach you things. But number two, once you've skipped that childhood and you're into adulthood, it's about that person actually realizing and coming to some sort of awakening that, oh my goodness, what have I been doing, you know? Like, they can look back at certain situations in their life and reflect and kind of wonder, why did I end up in that situation? Why did this person say that to me? Why did they act like that? Why did they say that I intimidated them? Why did they say I didn't love them? Why did, whatever it is, whatever the case is, you just look back and kind of think about it and kind of break it down. It doesn't have to be too deep, you know, you don't have to go into, I don't know, some past life regression or whatever. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is just sit down and take the time to reflect. You can do it anyway. You can do it in your bedroom. You can do it while you're on the train, while you're on the bus, while you're driving to work, while you're, I don't know, having a quiet moment. Just sit down and just think about your actions, you know? Kind of, it's like checking in with yourself. That's how I see it. Like, whenever a situation arises, whether it's negative or positive, oftentimes I'll just kind of go within and be like, I don't know, I'll be like, okay, so what did I do? What did I say? How did I act? And this kind of reflection, it's not going to be the same for everyone, but this is just mine. And it comes quite naturally to me. It's like second nature. And I know that not everyone feels that way, but this is how I feel. So I'll be like, what did I say? How did I act? Was my body language giving off any negative vibe to someone? Was this, and this? But the way that I do it isn't really questions in my mind. It's very hard to explain. It's very hard to explain how my brain works, to be honest. I find it very hard to express it in words. But it's more so my whole entire being, because I'm quite a spiritual person as well. My whole entire being is just like a bunch of answers just coming through to my mind, and I'm really checking myself for faults, let's say, or did I do anything wrong or wrong? Did I do anything that could be conceived as wrong or perceived in a certain way, or da 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 da. I know some of you will get exactly what I mean. Yeah, there are different personality types, and I came out as, I think, a mixture between INFP and INTP. So I'm an introverted person, I would say. But I can switch things up. You know, I can be quite sociable. I can be very bubbly and, you know, just in my element. But there are times, obviously, where I prefer quiet. And I would say that is a lot of the time, especially when I'm at home. I just like peace and quiet. Like now. Do you hear that? It's peace and quiet. Like there is no sound. All I can hear is my laptop in the background. But usually there is music playing from downstairs, from that bedroom to the corner right there, and that bedroom down the hallway. So yeah, and then there's like shouting, talking on the phone. I don't know, someone kind of stomping around, walking very, very loudly across the floor. There's just a lot of things going on in this house, and in a lot of shared houses, it's the same kind of thing. It's like the walls are too thin, people are inconsiderate, and there are personalities that clash. Oh my goodness. So there's a lot of, I guess, drama you may expect out of that, but also it doesn't have to be that way. Like I said, there are ways around things. There are ways to talk to people even if you don't like them. There are ways to deal with conflicts. There are ways to deal with arguments, and instead of arguing, have a civil kind of discussion, which is something that I never ever got to do with anyone in this house. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking, and no civil discussion. The only discussion was more like three people just shouting at me. Yep. Anyways, I'm not here to play a victim or anything, but it seems that way. If I was looking at the situation like as a onlooker, and I saw me and these girls that I'm dealing with, I would definitely think, like, why are you ganging up on this girl? Why are you ganging up on this lady? She hasn't done anything to you. She hasn't said anything to you. She just goes about her way. She's, she carries herself in a certain way. You don't like it, fair enough, but there's no need to. That's how I would see it, but yeah. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, which is literally what I said in the previous video. So I'm going to cut it here, and as always, let me know what you think in the comments, guys. And let me know what topics you actually want me to talk about, because I'm going to start making videos again. Like, this situation, what I'm experiencing at home, is not going to last forever. Like, these two women, I don't even want to delve into it right now, but they're getting evicted for reasons of their own causing, yet they're blaming me. Again, being blamed for things that you didn't do or things that you're not responsible for, that really takes a toll on someone, and I've noticed it's taken a toll on me, definitely. Because on one hand, I'm questioning, okay, so did I do something wrong? Like, what's going on here? But logically, I know I didn't do anything wrong. It's just, I'm a very sensitive person, and I'm a Pisces, and I will always kind of check myself first to see if I've done anything wrong, even though in one part of my brain I know I didn't do anything wrong. I've just been keeping myself to myself. If people don't like that, I feel like that's their issue, not mine. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video, guys.